Hi Sukant. Okay, Tapadir has joined, Siddharth has joined, Exclusiv Events, my company, has joined. Okay, let me also connect with Karan. Guys, hold on. Hey Shubhangit, I'm good bro, how are you? Long time. Karan, hi. I'm not being able to send you a request. Let me try to send you a request here. Great to see you too, Shubhangit. Karan, I'm trying to. Uh, I think there might be some network issues. I'm trying to connect you. Let me try again. Or hold on. Um, yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, accepted the request, and I'm trying to put you in. Somehow it's not accepting it. It's not going. Here we go.
Hey,
Hi, Karan.
hi. How are you?
Hi, hi, hi. Good, good, good. Welcome. And I'm just waiting for a couple of other friends to join in. A lot of people are actually joining in. All right, so guys,
Okay, sure.
as you all know, and let me just introduce. We don't have to introduce Karan Oberoi, and
No.
so, but still, I would like to take this opportunity and introduce Karan to us. So we have all seen, this band since our childhood is called the Band of Boys, and Karan has been the founder member of this legendary Band of Boys, for a very long time. And he's a very dear friend of mine. He's like my mentor as well. We work together, and he is a fantastic actor, and right now he's also a scriptwriter. He has actually written two books, doing a lot of other things. We shall start exploring and start discussing about what we do. And Karan, just to introduce myself in front of everybody. My name is Subhro, and I'm a part of Exclusiv Events and Communication. I head the entire creative part of the Exclusive Communication. I come from a record label background. I come from the media industry. Karan, that's my younger brother. I am CD7. He's said hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Devdut has joined as well. My exclusive
Wonderful.
team Tapadir has also joined. A lot of people are also coming in. So,
Awesome.
just want to keep it like a
I'm quite
very
old, yeah.
yeah, people are all joining in slowly and steadily. Just want to take you through a small conversation. I don't want to stretch it too long or make it boring for the
No problem.
people. Um,
Sure.
Couple of simple, questions and ideas that we all want to know because you are way experienced than us. You have seen how the industry has changed and know how people are actually working in the industry. There are so many young people in the industry. First and foremost, I would like to ask you to just give us some idea of, and from your experience, how was your experience in terms of the band of boys and, what are the achievements and what are the challenges that you also face through in the being a part of the band, of this band of yours?
Well, it's been a fairly long, eventful journey. Um, and I mean, almost close to now, 2 decades
Yes.
we've been in the business. And like any other journey, you start with enthusiasm, passion, belief, self-belief, and you want to cause some disruption. And that can only happen if you have strong conviction about what you want to do. So I remember when we first started, it's not an easy ride for us because a lot of people thought
Yeah.
India was not ready for a boy band or it didn't need a boy band.
Yeah.
And my experience tells me, one good film that I always recommend to people is watch Rocky. Rocky is not just a boxing film; it's about life. It tells you about how your own conviction. In fact, Stallone's journey maps itself to the film. Whatever he experienced,
Yes.
he put his passion in the. So most of the journeys that are successful are the ones who have been perseverant and stayed true to what their passion was and self belief was. So the journey
Absolutely.
for the band was also not very easy to set up and start because most suits I call them, and I
Right.
usually when I say suits I don't mean that in a very complimentary way. I'm basically telling a lot of artists what to do, how to do it, and how to sell them. My simple submission is you've got to believe what you believe and go with your conviction. No market forces can tell you how to behave, how to sing, how to express your talent. So we
Absolutely.
um,
Mhm.
after the initial struggle, when the album came out, a lot of suits had to follow their words, and then they came back to work with us. And we don't hold any grudges because they're doing what they're doing is their jobs, which is what they do. An artist doesn't do a job; he expresses his passion. So that's the difference between a
Right.
person who's earning a salary that's paid to him and he has to justify his chair, whereas an
Mhm.
artist is a free flowing person. It's like water. He'll flow in and
Absolutely.
out of any space, and he'll flow, or he's like a wind. He'll just बहती हवा सा था वो, you know कहाँ गया उससे पूछो.
No, absolutely. I
It's
still remember growing up, listening to the songs like, Gori or Meri Need, during our school days and all, we used to see all the guys performing and such a hype. See, during those days, there were a lot of other bands who had also come up. But yours was the only one who actually stayed for, remained for 2 decades. And now we are still going ahead with the band because, we have a huge plan with the band, going and doing the live shows and getting your back, guys back with the new sound. The other question that I wanted to ask you, how do you differentiate the sound which was there 10 to 20 years, ahead, like, before, like ago, and how do you take the sound of today? Because, yours was more of a lot of good authentic music, analog music and all. And today, when the world is moving to an entire digitalization, how do you identify or differentiate the sound which has been there in the past and the sound which is there right now?
honestly speaking, Subhro, I really don't care too much about sounds. That's my humble submission. I believe the reason why every artist worked, and there were some great artists during our times. There was Lucky Ali who was original. There was Silverwood
Right.
who was original. There was Mika who was original. Daler Mehndi was original. The idea was that most artists were not scared of expressing how they were, and which is why they were able to find their sweet. And that's that is something that really matters. How the sound change, how the structure of the sound change, how the attention span change is not rudimentary to your expression as an artist.
Right.
So you write what you feel or what you resonate with.
Right.
That's when your true conviction comes through. Yes, there is attention spans have been reduced, and what has happened is because we have this Mehdi Shahrukh syndrome now. Everyone has a phone, everyone has a laptop, everyone can create music.
Right. Right.
Most youngsters are now not aiming for their expression, but aiming more for success. That's a
Yes.
classic case of putting a horse in front of the cart. Or sorry, the cart in front of the horse. It will
Yes.
never move because you're trying to emulate and ape something without having the conviction for it. And the ones who are not doing that are the ones who are making a fairly good mark. You have Arijit, who's a fantastic singer, started long time back ago as a product
Yeah,
of a reality show, but kept honing his skills and became who he is today. And there are
absolutely.
many such artists today, wonderful artists who are also in the alternate space, doing very well and finding their own sweet spot under the sun. So what is incredibly important as an
Hmm.
advice to youngsters is, so you stay true to what your conviction is. The world will try and move you around,
Right.
and you'll be tested for what you want to communicate. That's very important, you know.
So actually, even if I feel that, working in the music industry, since I've been working with a lot of upcoming artists and all, this is a very important advice that you've actually given. It should be an expression. Today, in this world, I see a lot of people, they're trying to do something which actually caters to a particular sector of the music or sector of the industry. But if you work freely, anything and like everything can be accepted in the industry. I mean, like that is
Absolutely.
something really great. So,
No, because
going,
what you
yeah,
express is a tribe of that people, no? There's
yes,
140 crore people.
absolutely,
140 is one-sixth of
yes, yes,
enough number of people. And you know what it takes for an album to become or a song to become a hit? Initially, in those days, it was 10 lakh people. In a country, 1.23 billion people at that time. 10 lakh people is all it took for you to become a superstar.
right.
So I'm saying, what is small minority you're talking about? So
Hmm.
you've got to find what you want to express, and
Right.
the audiences will come to you. You don't have to go to the audiences. So
Absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
you're altruistically putting across how I feel as an artist. Yes, there are market forces. Yes, there's monies to be spent. Yes, there are suits that matter, the ones who put
Yeah.
the money. Because
Right.
unless there is enough visibility for your expression, the chances that the growth will be slower. So there is that thing. But then just find your tribe and vibe with them.
Yeah,
Simple.
I mean, exactly. That's the point. I mean, like people who are listening actually listen to what he's saying because this is something very, very important. I've tried my best to make people understand, but today you coming here and giving your experience and sharing your ideas, it means a lot. Coming back to you, Karan. Let me just ask you a couple of questions about you. I mean, like, what is it that is happening? What are the upcoming projects that you have right now? And I just heard that you have come up with an audiobook. Can you just give us an idea? Because I think it's a very different concept and a very interesting concept, and people would love to know about that. I'm already doing a pre-promotion of the audiobook right now.
That's very kind of you. So actually, what I've been up to, a lot of people ask me that question. I must answer that. So I creatively produced a show called
Oh,
Bombay for Z5,
okay.
which
Oh,
I was
wow.
also the story writer along with other people.
Is
That did very well
it
for me. The show
Z5,
did
right? You
so
said, right?
Z5.
Okay,
Z5
Z5.
has
Movie
won a lot
in
of
Z5.
accolades.
Hmm.
Yeah, we in fact
Okay.
yesterday we won the Screen Award for the most
Oh,
popular show web series of last
wow.
year.
Oh, congratulations on that.
So
Great.
success, a lot of critical acclaim, a lot of love that the show garnered.
Great.
So that gives me validation as a writer, as a screenplay writer. I've written a book called Battlefield Brothers, which was again
Okay.
a bestseller last year. In
Wow.
addition to that, I have another book called Rockstar in Reverse, which is got the background of the music
Okay.
industry, which is next up for release. And there are five more
Okay.
books coming after that, one after the other. So
So
that's my process as
Rockstar,
a writer.
it's Rockstar in
Sorry.
reverse, you said. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
It's a
That,
very
that's
tongue-in-cheek
oh,
look
great.
at the music industry, its
Okay.
shenanigans,
Okay.
and love story at the heart of it, at the
Right.
center of it. So that's what is my next release is a book,
Okay.
and then of course the audio film. So what happens is audio film is basically me as a writer
Right.
and a storyteller, and me as a musician wanted to express. So it's my also the my solo album debut.
Yes.
Long time in the waiting, but I'm
Yes.
someone that likes to work and I'm very picky about how I want to express myself. So the audio film is basically like a feature film, all the shebang
Okay.
of a feature film,
Hmm.
minus the visual. So idea
Okay.
is called the classic theatre of the mind. You close your eyes and there's no narrator. It's just a story that will follow like a screenplay moves, and it's a
Okay.
musical. So the idea is that, and it's not a musical like your traditional Hindi film music where song
Hmm.
is just more about appendage, or more sorry more ornamental in a film. Here the narrative goes
Okay.
forward with the lyrics. So the songs are
Okay.
the conversations are written in music. So it's a proper classic musical, but in a story
Okay.
format, and
All right.
it's mixed in binaural spatial. So it gives the experience,
Oh.
and you close your eyes, you can sense the whole rhythm and the movement of characters around you. And
Okay.
you can feel the movement of it coming close to you, going for. So the mapping of the whole story is in your head.
Okay.
From that perspective, it's a unique idea, and I'm hoping it does well. And it's got romance at the
Yeah.
epicenter.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
all the people who've been missing out romance on after Jab Met and Shah Rukh stopped romancing on screen, I'm
yes.
hoping it'll bring back some lost moments of romance.
Yeah,
Very good
I'm really
vibes.
hoping, that this audiobook comes up on all the OTTs so that, we all can actually go and listen to it. I mean, like, this is going to, break a boundary that is there in the music industry or the film industry per se as of now. Because if you're talking about spatial sound and all, it's a very different concept. Right, I would like to wish you all the best for it, and we all are there to support you in this way.
Thank you so much.
The other question which I wanted to ask you, what are the plans with a band of boys? Because, it's been a while that the country is waiting, and, we are all waiting for band of boys to be back and just again bring that entire vibe in the country and make it, because compared to the new artists, it's my personal thought or experience, compared to all the new independent artists who has come, the kind of music that they're making, I will not, say anything against that. But I think, yeah, everybody has a different kind of style, different choice of music. But the kind of music that you guys cater to, it was not specific to any particular age bracket or any particular, what do you call that, segment. Everybody. I remember my father, my mother used to love your songs. My friends. I was just a kid, and I grew up. So I'm one of the biggest fan of yours of the band, and I've interacted with you guys multiple times, and I'm the first one who's actually waiting for the band to be back with a new album or with a plethora of new shows and everywhere that we go. So can you just share some lights on that for us?
So actually, what sometimes it's serendipity, sometimes it's a blessing from the universe. We
Yes.
got together as a band. We've been together as a band for
Right.
2 decades now. Yeah,
Yes.
we have a great chemistry, and our biggest strength is live performances
Right.
because we're still surprisingly one of the few acts that actually is
Mhm.
an audio-visual team.
Right.
In the sense, we dance ourselves. We don't have backup dancers. So every
Yes.
song we sing and dance together, and we do not do plus. We always sing live while doing choreographed dancing. So it takes a lot for us to be able to put up performances, but it's great fun and it's great bonhomie we share. And
Yes.
I want to just sort of clear the air about us being back. We've been around. We've never gone anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just that
Exactly.
when the
Mhm.
digital age took on and the CD stopped selling, we didn't release enough music.
Right.
So we are guilty as charged as far as that is concerned. But all of our fans that they want to find us will find us on ABOB official or our individual handles.
Yes.
And I get a lot of love when I put on music in my personal capacity on Karan Oberoi official also. But yes, you're one of the key players, and we are hoping to sort of synergize with you and the likes of you to bring more music and more live performances
Yes.
to the people that
Absolutely.
people who've given
My
us so much talent.
exclusive is always there to help. We have been planning a lot, and I'm sure that, in the next couple of
No,
months,
no,
there will
no.
be a
I
lot more that is
promise you,
coming.
we rock the stage.
Absolutely.
So that is something we are itching to do to get on stage and truly tell people why we've been in the business for 20 years and why
Yes.
we take a lot of pride in telling people that we are good at what we do. So you'll see that
Absolutely.
when we start performing on stage.
We just
Looking
hoping
forward
and
to that.
waiting, we just want that thing to happen fast, at the earliest. I've been telling my partners that, how soon can we start? But I mean, you have other band members as well, there are some time limitations and also those are the things that we're right now working on. But
It's
nevertheless,
all
we
something which
are
is
just,
almost like a picnic for us.
yes. So, okay, the last question, and I don't want to pull it much further. Just the
No
question that I
problem.
would like to
You
ask
can ask
you.
the question, but I would also urge you to also just read the questions that have been raised so that I can answer some of those of them also. Because it's quite
I'm
deep.
sorry, can you repeat that? I did not get that.
I said I'll take your question. We'd be more than happy to do that. But also, if there's any question that's been raised by anybody here, I'd like to answer
Yes,
that. If somebody
absolutely.
does,
If anybody has any questions, if anybody would like to join, you're most welcome. I would definitely take you in the call.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, like, that would be a wonderful conversation if Karan, if you have any questions, for Karan, if you want to have a conversation with him, just send me a request. I'll put you guys in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I
Anyway, you
think
were saying what was the question?
Yeah. So the question which I wanted to ask you is that, what is not question actually, just a piece of advice for the youth who is trying to do something. I'll just share something with you. I've seen a lot of people coming from the different parts of the country. They are coming here with a lot of dreams, and they want to grow. They want to become singers, actors, writers, and they want to pursue their dreams. But somehow they sometimes get lost in the track. They become very demotivated. There are a lot of challenges and hurdles that comes. What is the suggestion that you would like to give to all these young people, I'm also young, I'm like including me, so that we can keep on fighting and we can, fulfill our dreams and walk in the direction that gives us success.
So I'll tell you what, my father, when I wanted to be a singer, I was academically very strong. I asked my father, and I'll use this as maybe something as a motivating factor, that because I changed the dynamics of my life. I was very good academically, so there are chances that I could have really pursued that career and had a very good post somewhere.
Hi, Karan.
Yes, Hinaji. You want to join? So you want to talk?
So I finished that question.
Yeah, Karan. I want to congratulate you for your beautiful album that you are doing. And what's very heartening to hear is the collaboration that you all are talking about. I'm the first one to be waiting for that. And yeah, what I want to ask you is, Karan, is that apart from your band of boys, you've been doing a lot of other stuff, like your book. And I want to know what's the next in your web series arena. Is there something you're writing now for us again? Or what do we look forward to? Apart from band of boys, which has to happen.
Okay. So I'll just quickly answer this question and go back to answering Subhro's question because...
Sure. No worries.
So let me answer Ira first.
Sure.
So my immediate next is, because I've written about wars and I've written about historical fiction and that world, my next is a musical that I'm writing. So it's a web series that will obviously, I hope, and it's a more light subject, but it's also got some thematic resonance. So that's what I'm writing right now, and you should hopefully see it in the next 1.5 years. It's a fairly large project, so I'm just working on that. And in addition to that, I'm also producing and writing 2 feature films. So that's what is on the anvil for me.
All the best, Karan. Wish you all the best, and we'll always be there to support you and watch out for everything that you all do. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vinama. Bye bye. Yes.
So yes, the advice that my father gave me. So like I said, I was academically strong, and so my father just told me one thing. He says, I said I want to be a singer, and those days, singing was not a profession. It was something that you did for a hobby. Singing, any curricular activity was never. You had either medicine or you had engineering or you had IPS, IAS for jobs that you could take. And my father just told me one thing: you're going to go to a city, an alien city, with absolutely no connection, with no prospects in terms of any solid prospects of or knowledge of the land. How are we going to manage this? And if you don't have food in your belly and a roof over your head, would you be a happy person because you decided to take that plunge into doing what you love? And my unequivocal answer was yes. If I try to pursue my dream and I end up suffering other things, the existential sufferings that I get because I was pursuing my dream, I'd be okay with that. And I give you my word, please go there. I don't think you'll be unhappy. I know it sounds very utopian, but the idea is why do something that you do? It has to make you happy first before it makes the world happy. And I always say this as an artist. Why does the band work so well on stage? Because I kid you not, Subhro, a lot of people tell us that it seems like you're having your own little party on stage. You're not giving a damn about the audience. I said, but that's the joy.
Yes.
The party that you're having on stage is so much pleasure that it just has a percolating effect on the audience. And that applies all across. When I write, it gives me joy. When I sing, it gives me joy. So first I have to make me happy as an artist. Before I express my happiness to others, and it will reach those people, just be prepared. One thing, don't be in a hurry. Secondly, meditate if you can. Third, calm down. It will happen because you believe. Do not let other people tell you how to dream. And then of course, whatever you need to do, juggle, etc., to survive in an expensive city like Bombay, please do that. So that is my advice.
Absolutely.
And I will also quickly take up a question that Devo has asked. It's a very pertinent question that how important is it for people who have joined the digital age a bit late in the day to survive. And I truly believe it's very, very important because you don't want to be a dinosaur. Just like you don't want to be writing things that you grew up watching and they're not relevant today. Any writer, any painter, any musician needs to be relevant also because he speaks the language or a lexicon that communicates with people. Similarly, What is the digital age? Digital age is basically it's a delivery system where initially you have to go to a shop, pick up a CD, buy that CD, and use it as a device to play someone's music, to do your directly interfacing with your fans.
Yes.
If you're not equipped with that knowledge to be able to communicate and connect with your audiences, you're going to lose out on them. So it's important for you to understand that, and social media is important because that's the only media we have today. It's amazing when you pick up a newspaper and read the newspaper. The people that buy the newspaper, the patronage enjoyed by the newspaper is about half of what is there on social media account to some individual influencers. You cannot escape that.
Right.
And what is an artist create? Eyeballs and earshots. So yes, it's important to make yourself aware, to have the knowledge, to be able to use it to express your music and reach a wider audience. So that's a given.
Absolutely.
It's very important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this. But guys, sure. A lot of people have joined. Guys, if you want to join in the conversation, if you have any questions, please join in. Please send me a request. I'll add you when you ask your questions to Karan, because he's a very busy person. I requested him to give me 10-15 minutes for this conversation. It'll be great if somebody wants to join. A lot of my friends are also here.
Sorry?
No, I mean, like, a lot of my friends has also joined. I think Dave had asked a question long time back.
I answered Dave's question. I answered that question.
Okay. You answered his question. So I mean, like,
and I could say hello to listening live, Harpreet, Manisa, Aditya Academy, Rangtaita, Piyush Sharma, and of course Masha, one from Russia, Hira, and Jesse, who's a friend of mine, Anurag. There is, of course, then Chinta Mehta, Shan Badar, everyone. If I missed someone, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to read it very quickly. It's very difficult.
Narupan has joined.
Sometimes these handle that Piku Smile, Sangeet, Suraj, and Mani, and Deepak, and writer, Hemmer Saif, and everyone. Big hug, big hello to all of you.
So, which is just another question. Just share an experience. Which is the best performance you have ever done in the past? Which actually left a mark on your memory and in your life. That this is something that I want to really get back into, and this is something that we want to relive again.
Very difficult to know.
Multiple.
We've done 1,200 shows in the last so many years.
Yes.
Very difficult to remember because we've done shows from the streets of Delhi to.
I can't hear. I'm not being able to hear you. I'm not being able to hear you. I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said we've done shows from the streets of Delhi to the richest families of Barcelona, to London, to Milan, to Las Palmas. And every audience is a new audience, and every time there's a new learning.
Right.
So from that perspective, it's difficult to pick one. We've had great pleasure in performing with other artists, because I remember our fan moment when we used to do this gig that used to have all the top 20 artists of India, from Usha Uttar to Lucky to Leslie to Hari to everyone. Yes. And there when we used to perform with them, immense joy. Even this Kala Ghoda that we performed in Bombay this year with Hari and Les was great because, those are the people. So just like people look up to us as people that they've grown up with, we've grown up with Leslie and Hari and Lucky. So for us, it's a fanboy moment.
Yes.
But to perform on the same stage is great. For my personal memory, one of the things that I really enjoyed was us performing with Jagjit Singh, it was a mathematical uncertainty because we have different genres, there's no chance. But for me, it will always stay, because I've been a big, huge fan of Jagjit Sahab. I was absolutely loving him growing up. That's the kind of music I wanted to do. And when I got the platform to perform with him on the same stages, you can't imagine how joyful it was. Him, then even with Asha Ji.
How did the song...
Asha Ji was joyful. Asha Bhosle.
Oh, of course, Asha Ji has to be there. Chintu Bhosle. Yeah. And how did this song... So I always wanted to know, like, how and when Meri Neend happened, how did that song come to life, and what was the idea behind that song?
So Meaning was not supposed to be part of the album, to be honest.
Oh,
It was
okay.
supposed to be a song that was only for stage. And the idea was that for the 1.5 years that we were training to be a part of the band, we were given a song because we needed to have original songs. We used
Right.
to sing a lot of English repertoire and also a lot of Hindi songs. But it was
Mhm.
firmly believed that any band that must, if it has to last the distance, it must have original expression. So it's very
Right.
important for us to be creating original music. So this was created just for stage performances. It was when we started to perform, the strength of the song was such that even before its release, it had become popular.
Oh,
So there is no
okay.
way we could have kept it in the album. So
Yeah.
that is the journey of Made in India. And it's an incredible journey because some songs just get made. You don't know why and how they work. There's no mathematics to it. It was a fun song. We are a fun band. We went, had a great time in the studio. And when we
Yes.
started to perform the song, it was very well received. Then from there on, the journey just took off. And then when the song first broke, it was a phenomenal hit. It
Yes.
just went through the roof because everywhere that you went, the song was playing. Every radio station, every TV
Hmm.
station, you went,
It's a
people were
massive
humming, playing
blast.
the guitar.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was a massive hit.
Yes.
And it went into
And I
record
also,
books with the
yeah.
number of sales it had. So it was
It was
great, yeah.
huge during those days. Yeah, it broke a lot of records as well, till I remember. Also, one of the most funniest videos, one of the best songs, which I always remember in my mind, which I actually, the youth can connect to, is Nain Katara, Nain Katari. That was one song, it was so amazing. I just love the way the song has been shot, the video has been made, the way Leslie was actually sitting, I don't know, you guys were all around and dancing. It was so nice. Okay, so my sister-in-law Swarnali has also joined. Hi, Swarnali. Swarnali, she is my sister-in-law.
I,
She's from Calcutta as
I,
well.
I, I have some very special friend here, Snehal, who's a very dear friend of mine. She's also joined me.
Great.
She's a bit unwell. I hope you're doing okay, sweetheart, because she was unwell. She had some fever.
Oh,
And I hope she's doing better now. Big hug to you. Yes, you were saying.
yeah, so the Nain Katari, that song, I want to know about that song. Like, the picturization of the song was so nice. The video which has been shot, the dance steps and everything. I still remember the way all the four of you, the way you dance. It was so amazing. What was the idea behind this Nain Katari? How did it again happen?
See, actually, what we have never taken ourselves too seriously, so not even today. I hate giving gyan to people to answer, because when you give gyan to people, you almost take a pedestal and
Yeah.
say, look, because so we are very chilled out as a band, and we've never taken ourselves too seriously, and that's the same vibe we share on stage, off stage, wherever
Yeah.
you go. We're a bunch of
Yes.
guys
Yes.
that are out there to have a blast, and Nain Pitari is a product of that just madness. The entire album was called Gaane Bhi Do Yaro. I mean, who would have thought of writing of the label of an album
Exactly.
called Gaane Bhi Do Yaro?
Exactly.
Basically, because people had opinions. People would say, "Oh, they are just good-looking guys, but they really can't sing. Oh, but they can dance, but they can't do this." And I did say, "Well, all opinions, all bouquets and brickbats are welcome. You can bash us, you can praise us, you can give us love. We are out there to have a ball in life, and that's my core philosophy, Subhro. I
Absolutely.
really couldn't give two hoots about anyone's opinions as long as I'm having a great time. I am not offending anyone with my art. Two things that matter to me.
Absolutely.
So,
So I remember, meeting you guys, See, this is a very interesting subject that I also wanted to ask. I've seen you guys have been there in this industry for the last 2 decades. It's been 20 years now. I've seen there are bands that has been formed each and every other day. Probably they'll be there in the market working together for about a year, 2, 3, maximum 5 years, right? What is what is the magic behind the four of you staying together for 20 long years and still you guys have been there creating magic, creating music and, reaching out to the hearts of millions and millions of people. Sometimes I feel that so many artists are there, so many young guys are there who cannot pull it up. And what is it? What is the magic that you guys have created?
so there really is no magic. The idea is one, when we don't take ourselves too seriously, and then it's like a marriage, no? I have a very strange, a very clear philosophy about marriage, just like relationships.
Yeah.
If it's broke, fix it. Don't throw it. It can
Yes.
be fixed. So the same funda applies in bands also. If you have disagreements and if you have arguments and if you believe that we don't get along on some point of views, respect that point of view, work around it, and move on. Simple.
It has
Just like you
become
work in
more of a family
just like you
now,
work in partnership.
Yes.
So
There's absolutely a
it's
family
just
because. Hmm.
yeah. So just I mean, we have our own idiosyncrasies, we have different personalities. I'm different from Sharon, Sharon's different from Chintu, Chintu's different from Siddharth, Siddharth's different from Danny. It's all right. It's really, really all right. The joy that we get when we get on stage and we see audiences in front of us, and we know for a fact that we will leave them standing on their chairs and they will be exhausted before we are, is something that is difficult to explain. It's undescribable feeling. And all the people who are watching this, and whenever you do a gig, Subhro, please invite everyone. I always say, do not really come and see the event to know what we're capable of.
Thank you so much. Again, there's one last thing that I want to ask you. It's a very, it can be a very different question, a weird question. See, you're one of the most good-looking, men in the band. You're an actor. You're like everybody has major crush on you. Give us an example. Some experience that you have on stage. Which probably girls used to come and see you. The kind of reaction they used to have, or probably after the show, something which is interesting that has happened, so that we know what goes behind this good-looking man.
No, we've lasted the distance in the band because we have kept each other's secrets very well. So that's a clue for you. But having said that, actually, what is beautifully endearing for us as performers was, of course, the band had appeal with women, and it still has appeal with women. There were places where we have sung entire 2-hour concerts without knowing what we have sung because the screams were louder than the music.
Wow.
So that feeling is difficult to describe. And I don't know how many people in the world experience that, where you're actually telling people to not scream because you cannot hear what you're singing, and you're singing blind. So the screaming doesn't stop for 2 hours at a stretch. So that feeling is difficult to define. Also, when people want a piece of you, they want to just sort of hold you, hug you, kiss you, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
And you have that for almost close to 10 years of traveling. Wherever you go, you get that kind of love and adulation. It's an undescribable feeling. You feel blessed.
Absolutely.
There's nothing else that you know.
So all the audience who are here, I just want to ask you one question. Today, Karan has only joined. How many of you want me to take an interview of the entire band, the entire band of boys? How many of you want? Because see, I've interacted with all of them. They are super amazing people, wonderful human being, and so knowledgeable, so talented, and so fun. If we have this kind of conversation with the entire band, it's going to be massive. Because I want you guys to be again back here in this country now with the shows and with your songs. And of course, I think there are a lot of songs that you guys have also come up with, Saregama, a lot of recreations, beautiful songs you have made. I would ask all the guys to just go and listen to the songs. Beautifully made, old songs, new songs, recreations, acapellas. Just go and watch them.
There is all those on your DSPs, on your streaming platform, whatever you have, Saavn, Spotify, Rain or Ghana. You have to just type the artist name. Like I've just released about 17, 18 songs with Saregama. You just go on Spotify, type my name, and you'll see all my songs come up. You can make reels out of my songs. They're all similarly, band has 4 songs that are coming out, which we've never done covers before in our life.
Right.
The first time in the history of the band we're doing covers, and beautiful covers we've done. It should be out in the next 1 month or so. They'll be there across all DSPs. So feel free to listen and give us some feedback.
Great. And also about your own album that you're actually working on right now. How many songs are going to be there? And when are you planning to release those songs? Your own acoustic setup that you have.
My solo album, my acoustic album.
Yeah,
my acoustic album is again sometime again should be out by month of January. So I have 2 releases in January. One is my audio film, and the other is my acoustic album. So mid-January or first week of January, we should have both of them ready to go.
Great. So see, there's so much going on. You have the band, you have so many things that's going together. How do you balance everything? How do you balance everything together?
I have to balance nothing, brother. I just have to have fun, and I have to be in gratitude for whatever has been bestowed upon me. We complain and crib about too many things in life.
Right.
And I just recently, in fact, I started to write a journal in which I express all the things that I'm thankful for. A roof over my head, food to eat, and loved ones all around. And the minute I focus on these things, you see the other energies just sort of dissipate. So humble submission to everyone is just sort of be thankful for what you have, not sort of and be ungrateful for what you don't have, because that will come once you're thankful.
Yes. So wonderful. Thank you, Karan. Thank you so much for this wonderful time and sharing so many experiences. And we all are waiting forward for the Band of Boys, for your album to come up, for the songs, for the audiobook and everything. And, we're going to make sure from Exclusive, that we can pull off a lot of events. We get back the Band of Boys and make it big and, get the entire thing back again.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much
Your
for your.
enthusiasm is infectious, and we look forward to long
Thank
association.
you so much,
And big
Karan.
hug to
And
you and Devu both.
we have Tapadir also. Tapadir is another one of the directors of the company. Deep, Dave, and Subhro.
Hello
So
to all.
we the three. Sure. Thank you once again for your time, and we'll meet again. We'll
And
see again.
a quick hello to everyone: Zala, Kira, Antra, Masha, um,
Hey,
Manisha,
Priya, thank
listening
you so
live.
much.
And
She's a huge
very
fan of
special
yours again.
I have to say this gentleman's friend, straying mind, Raghuveer. One of the main reasons why Mukhbir became such a huge success was
Okay.
thanks to this particular man. He's an affable, wonderful, sweet man. He marketed the show so well. He's from Z5.
Where is
And
he?
as creators, you cannot have a better partnership than the man, Raghuveer. Big hug to you. I love you to bits, brother. Thank you for all that you did for our show. So he is someone that absolutely my heart goes out to. I haven't met him. We've been planning to meet for a long time, but
Okay.
big hug, and I hope to see you soon. And Kedia, hi, Dipti, hi, and who else? There is Kul, Devadut, and Devu, of course, Nishtha, and three others. So everyone that I've missed out, I apologize if I've missed your names, but thank you. You mean much to me, and thank you for all the love and support.
Thank you so much again, Karan. Let's meet soon.
All
Let's
right.
catch up soon, and let's start working again on this dream. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Let's
Have a
wait.
wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.